You already know what it is. Your boy DJ Waffles on the check-in. And listen, it's another Tuesday, and I'm here with my special guest. Yes, one of the hardest female rappers out of New York. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, I said it. I'm gonna let her introduce herself though.
What's up, y'all? My name is She Real. If you're looking for me, it's one word spelled exactly how it sounds. She Real Talk, She Real Talk. That's my YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Everything rolling to one, SheRealTalk.com.
So listen. Yes, I said it. Yes, I stamped it. It's here. It's going down. I'm glad that I finally got you here. As much as that we had to go through to actually make this happen, now I'm kind of like excited because I became a fan in like a couple of days. I'm like, oh shit, she's really hard. How did you even get your start in making music?
Oh, that's a great question. You could say that initially I was a poet, but in high school I played ball. So, and I'm not sure if you want me to look at you or look at the camera.
No, it's fine. You can look at the camera.
We
just having an intimate moment, just talking about some real stuff. So
nah,
you know,
real shit. I can curse.
Yeah.
Okay, so in high school I wrote poetry and stuff like that, but it wasn't nothing I took serious. It was just something that I did. But around 2005, I was sexually assaulted by one of my boyfriends at the time, and basketball was no longer enough to balance me out mentally, and I needed another lane, and music became my everything. And then one day, one of my old bosses, when I was working at Circuit City, and that was a long fucking time ago.
Right, Circuit City, that's older than all of us in this moment.
She left a tape of instrumentals at my crib, and I went through this tape, and it was like this beat that Dre had made for Eminem off the Eminem show, and I started writing to that shit, and it was just like, ever since that day, like I was always writing. I would keep a Sharpie on me. I would write on every fucking thing, paper bags, Chinese restaurant menus, like anytime I felt inspired, I was writing.
So, just to talk about that, because I know that's like a touchy subject, and for you to actually find, to fill a void in a place of dealing with something like that, like you said, you was hooping at that time.
Yeah.
And you said hooping no longer worked for you.
Nah, cause like, and anybody that play ball, and I'm talking about you love it, like on some loving basketball, Monica shit, like. I used to go and sit in the gym and just fucking sit there and breathe and imagine all this different shit. Like, I fucking love
That's
basketball.
A real artist.
Like, I kept the ball with me all the fucking time because my father used to tell me about Pistol Pete and how he used to keep a basketball and, like, summer, winter, spring, fall, he was always dribbling. Like, I had a basketball that to this day that's still in my house that has never left my house. It used to be in my bed. Like, that was my homie. And it didn't matter. Like, I could run up and down the court till I was tired, and I still was walking around with this crazy weight on my chest. Like, I started drinking crazy. Like, I started smoking. Not that there's anything wrong with smoking trees, but it became my focus as opposed to just something that I did. And I felt like I was spending time with a lot of people I didn't really need to be around. I was in relationships I didn't need to be in, but it was me trying to find a way to escape. But a constant throughout that was just my pen and paper. And eventually it allowed me to refocus and get back on track. Once I said I wanted to start putting out music, it was like, okay, I'm going to start focusing on what I need to do to evolve and make this thing come into fruition.
All right. So tell me about, like, how you actually crafted your first project.
Okay. All right, cool. So in 2009,
Did you use YouTube Beats? Don't tell me you did that.
Yes, I did.
Oh,
like,
come
but they was
on.
all like covers, like freestyles.
Okay.
It wasn't like I took other people's tracks. Original beats. They were like I had a freestyle to Miguel's and Wale's what the fuck is that song that they got
Waves?
together?
I think that's
that it was one of the first shits that they did together. I felt really bad, I'm
but
so sorry.
It's cool,
I had some shit I did to one of Rick Ross's shits. Thank you, Lotus Flower Bomb. I did some shit to one of Drake's joint off I think that was the Take Care album, if I'm not mistaken. Like I had just a couple of different tracks. One of Hove's joints. I think off of the American Gangster album. Like, it was just different tracks or whatever. But in 2009, 2010, I had gone to Detroit, and I worked on this project with this producer I had met in LA. And for 2 weeks, we did a whole project in 14 days. And when I got there, I was by myself. But the people at the studio knew I was so fucking serious that they used to let me kick people out and all that shit. And I used to be in there all day and night, and we just did a whole project in that 2 weeks. And I brought it back to New York. And then Baseline Studios used to be downtown on 26th, 27th Street or whatever. I stood outside that studio for 3 days, you know what I'm saying, to try to talk to Just Blaze. I'm dead fucking serious. My girlfriend at the time used to bring me food. Like, it was a thing.
Wait a minute. So you stood outside the studio for 3 days.
For 3 days.
Just waiting for Just Blaze.
Just waiting for Just Blaze. And he gave me some of
the
best advice I ever got in my life, because I'm so chill and patient that I fucking made it upstairs. Made it to the floor of the studio, and I just sat there and waited. That was the second day, and then I just sat there and waited. And one of the engineers came out, and he was like, you know, nobody's here. And on the third day, Just came out, and he invited me inside, and he let me play some records for him.
Wow,
and
that's crazy.
Then he was like, did you make these beats? And I was like, nah. And he was like, spit something for me or whatever. And I did. He was like, I like what you saying live better than I do what you got on wax.
Right.
And he was like, I don't know what your budget is like, but you need to invest in a microphone and a computer so you could constantly listen to yourself.
Right.
And that was for the next year. That's what the fuck I did. Like, I saved every dollar I had. And I'm talking about, I had no phone. I was one of the bummiest motherfuckers you ever seen in your life. People at my job used to talk about me, like, when you gonna get new sneakers, when you gonna do, like, it was a thing. But I didn't fucking care.
Right.
Like, I didn't fucking care. And I finally got, like, I put together a studio, and by that New Year's Day, I released my first project. Wow. And
you had your equipment.
I was recording. At IKEA, they was laughing at me because I bought a bookcase and had no shelves in it. And they was like, what you gonna do? Like, what you gonna do with this? I was like, I'm gonna get in it. And they was like, you gonna get in it? Like, yo, it was like this joke. Like, and it had like a sliding door. Like, I was deaf.
So you bought a whole bookcase?
Yeah, like with a sliding door so I could get inside. And I had got Logic for my Mac, and I got a nice mic. It was a Neumann.
Okay, that's a good one.
And so headphones, and I was just no, dead serious. And I used to just hop out, and I learned how to use the Logic program, and hop back in the thing and close the door, and I would be in there like rapping, like, and that's how I did my first project. But it was like one of the best investments I ever made, because I was able to record anytime I felt like it. Anytime I had an idea, I was always creating.
Right, because you didn't have no hold on you.
That's
could
right.
Just make songs.
And I sucked as an engineer, so that following, no, deadass. So that following year, I met a producer at a competition I did. I won a competition, and this guy that was in the competition was like, I really fuck with you, and we became like that is my brother. And he took me to a studio,
right? And
I started recording in that studio in 2012. He made beats. He helped me. He gave me a bunch of beats that I could do for my second project.
Right.
And since 2011, I put out a project every year.
You know, it's so crazy speaking of competitions, because one of my friends was in my comments today, and he was like, "Yo, she's fired because I was at a competition and I lost $1,000 because I came in second behind her." And I was just like, in my comments, like, for real? I was like, so I definitely know you was the real deal. So what made you name yourself She Real?
Somebody at my job gave me that name. Like, I used to run around my job after I had put together my stuff, and
you was ready. So you was ready to go then?
Yeah, like I would just play stuff because I need honest feedback. So I would be like, please don't sugarcoat shit. And everybody's an audience. Everybody,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's just like, what you think? And this one chick was like, I'm gonna start calling you She Real, and I was like, I like that, because when I started performing in 2012, my real name is Sherelle.
Okay, dope.
So when I started performing in 2012, I would have that on a piece of paper, and people was always fucking up my name. They'd be calling me Cheryl, Shirley, you know, some shit. And I used to get tight, because when they introduce you to the crowd, and if that's what they remember, that's a problem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the first time I saw She Real on paper, I was like, you can't fuck that up.
Right.
It's simple.
Okay. So now, all right. So now you get through that part, and I know that you say you dealt with coming up, like you dealt with a lot of criticism, you dealt with a lot of hate, you dealt with a lot of people who didn't want you in positions that you are right now. How did you actually deal with stuff like that as an artist? Because you gotta have tough skin for this industry.
Hope said the whole industry can hate me. I thug my way through, right?
Right.
So if this is something that I want, it's not about nobody else. And if I was given a purpose and a vision, it's really not about anybody else except who I'm supposed to assist with my gift, because I'm supposed to focus on the people, right? So then it's not about nothing else except execution. I have plans, I create plans, and I execute. So I'll do show after show after show after show. There's people there that have egos out their ass, you know?
Like, you're in New York, so it's like a whole different type of vibe there.
Oh, yo.
When you're trying to get the people to even...
The competitiveness is crazy. Like, being in Atlanta made me realize that I had an issue. Because I was in different venues where everybody's showing each other love, and I'm in there looking to take people's heads off. So I'm sitting there, I'm standing there like, like I didn't realize how my face was just like, I'm so fucking serious all the time. Because, even walking around, like it's like it's an energy. Like I'm just ready, because I'm already thinking that you're competing. Right. And they in there like hugging each other,
trying to have fun.
Like
oh my God,
and I'm like, yo,
record.
Yeah, Atlanta is so different. Like in New York, it's real cold in a different type of way. Like you got to be in a circuit to get love in different ways, so people got to see you consistently. But it's a competition, like friendly or not, it's a competition.
So. How many mixtapes are you in? I know it's saying that you're 6, but I think you have more.
7. Yeah, I have seven solo projects, 1 collaborative project that I did out in Paris with some producers and artists over there. Yeah.
So you make a lot of moves. You've been on Sway in the Morning. You've been with my guy Ameezy. You've been on Power 105. You're doing a lot. So do you have to reach out to these people, or do they actually catch the drift, or they catch the wind?
Both
of what you got going on?
Both. Like there's thank God, every show I do, 9 times out of 10 somebody else will hit me up for another show. Right. Because I don't know, people fuck with me when I'm on stage, you know, thank God. But it's like that can happen, but then there's moments that's not happening, and then I'm reaching out, like, but I'm not somebody that like to wait for nobody to do nothing for me, like, I'm not looking for no handout. I'm gonna keep, like, people like, how you did so many shows in Atlanta, it's like, I spent hours on my fucking computer looking for people. Right.
And you said you came here for like your first week, and you did a show every day.
Yeah. That's
crazy. Well, at least you know if you come to Atlanta, you know you can find a show every day to perform at. Yeah. And what was the reception like when you... After you performed these songs?
Nah, like the first show I did was real chill or whatever. The second show was a competition. I actually won first place. They were giving
you just be money. Taking all the money.
It's not. It's not even like that, yo. Let me tell you, because I was by myself, and it was one of the most beautiful things. And I wish it could have got a caught on camera. The place was fucking packed. And after I performed my song, like, it was a competition, and they was like, "Yo, let her do it again." And I was like, and the guy was like, you can't, because then we going to hold up the competitions, other people that got to go. And he was like, I don't fucking care. Let her do it again. And people was going fucking crazy. Like, and I was like, no, but it's cool because I'm being me and I'm speaking my truth. I'm somebody that I stand in front of the stage. I support every motherfucker that get on that stage. I want to see, like, are you good at making hooks, or are you just hooks and beats, or are your verses better, or is it your delivery, is it your energy? Like, I like to watch people. See what I'm saying? So I felt like all the love that I gave, I got all that shit back. Like,
wow. And so basically, like 5 shows in 1 week, and definitely did your thing. So what is it that you want from the music game? Like, I see you was even on Jermain Dupri's page.
Yeah.
He reposted. You sound like a big deal, but you being humble about it. Like, I was just doing a couple stuff.
Because what you want me to do? Like, that's.
And then you was going in. I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah. When she gets this chair, because she's doing it like that. How did you like? What's the moment? Like, what's the feeling when you see his page posts you and you go up and you like, oh my God, this just went down.
I was in, because I'm staying somewhere, and I was, like, in my room, and I went crazy, like, because it happened in, like, 10 minutes. Like, I literally woke up, like, was, like, worked on the verse, posted the shit. I asked a couple of people, like maybe 10 people. Everybody ain't even respond yet. Right. And I got a tweet, like an alert, and it was like, nah, what? Like, and then I was like going crazy, like I was yelling, and then I just kept saying, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God, thank God, like over and over and over again. Like I had not that I have a problem. There's nothing wrong with thanking God, but it was like I couldn't stop saying it because it just felt like it was nice to be acknowledged, especially by somebody that I fucking think is dope. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that has influenced hip-hop in major ways with all the different people that he's worked with. Definitely. And from one of the first hip-hop artists that I ever fucking fell in love with was Criss Cross, you know, the duo. Right. You know, as a kid. Like, I still wear shit backwards and people be like, oh, that's fire. And I'd be like, but that's where I got it from. Like, right. You know what I'm saying? Like, hell yeah. So, how do you feel about the Hot Girl Summer? Like, what's your take on it? I know you're so left from that, but... what you think about it? And then you in Atlanta, niggas swallowing cucumbers all weekend. All types of freaky shit going on in Atlanta right now. So, okay. First of all, shout out to Atlanta Hip Hop Radio, right? Like, right. I hear like maybe 5 different artists. That's it. Like continuously. Meg, The Baby, that fucking No Guidance, that Chris Brown and Drake song. Okay. The YF and Lucci with the Trey Song shit over and over again, song. And Ari Lennox. I think it's BMO. That's the name of the song. Yeah, they probably played that one. They was playing Shea Butter at first, but they started playing it. Yo, but okay, I have no issues with Hot Girl Summers. My issue, I could never have an issue with Meg or any of the females that's out. It's more so about the oversaturation. Okay. Of a certain type of female in the industry. Like I wish we had more of a balance. Yeah, I kind of think that too. I just feel like. They cracked the code with one way, and now everybody's following that way. Yes, and that's a problem. They think that it makes sense. Well, it's I get that. To me, it's not enough variation, especially because in the 90s you had so many different types of females to choose from. Definitely. You know what I'm saying? Different ways to look, different ways to think, different ways to talk, and so it's just like, how the fuck do we get so far away from that? So what is it that you want to bring to the music game that's not that you feel that there's a void right now? Just a balance. Okay, all right. Example. There's a lot of females out here talking about finessing niggas, right? Right. I'm not out here trying to finesse no nigga, you know what I'm saying? I was raised by my father. I think black men are gods. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather talk about how I could build you up and lift you up than to sit here and talk about how I could finesse you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the difference. Okay, that's a conversation for Twitter. Somebody need to tweet that out, and that goes crazy. So listen, before we even get out of here, right? You know, I was gonna ask you this. I know you've been on Sway. I know you've been doing this. I know you've been doing that. But you gotta give the people at least like a slim 8/16 if you want. Okay, since I'm promoting this project, right? It's called. I need a whole lot. It's called Standing on My Word, right? So I need y'all to go check out a song called Bitch Ass Niggas, right? And it goes like this, right? I guess they never had nobody believe in them. So many things they say they do. If they could trade a place with you, cause life don't come around it too. So watch the pair of shoes you choose to follow. Even Jesus had facetious leases, keeping secrets, claiming rights as teachers. Fake ass brothers, keepers like G-Money. Being shot by Nino swear it's hard to swallow. Got a speck in your eyes, but you see mine. Put respect on your name, but you bleep mine. That's a curse in a verse when it's met by the FCC while you can't even see my point of view. I could pick a few that I made it through every year when it's under the sea times. A boogie when they drowning, so astounding, so supreme, very Gordy couldn't decline. Diana or Thurgood, I managed to push. Ain't rolling up 2 L's, but managed to hush. I silenced the bullshit, like Aaron crossing up Jordan right before the I swear that it's hard not to care. Hard knocks I share, hove in my ear. Renegade, but I'm so filled with fear. Cause family feels closer than a peers. This when you hit them with the side view. Reflecting on the niggas up beside you. Only slide through when the pie's cool, when the mac cheese make your eye, oh my. Stepmama really don't believe. You was my mama when my mama leave. Now I'm close to the her. And you just a step on the path for that hopefully. I'ma make it, you gon' see. And you'll regret the day you're not fucking with me, right? I'm fucking with my mind till I see light. And you're just the darkness I must fight. Pops and I argue about what's right. But your wife ain't my type. My real mom, she love life. My stepmom, I hate like, that's TMI. But no matter what I do, I can see the moms telling me I'm gonna be a hoe like my mama. Or the reason my pops ain't realized his dream that enters all of the drama. And pieces of complex is that my mind flex is when I feel like I ain't worth your honor. To be honest, right? Wait a minute, she harder than half of you niggas out there.
Listen.
Y'all gotta check out this project, please. It's rooted in versatility.
Oh my word.
No one song sounds the same. I would love to know what y'all think about Dear Thought Pocket. I tried to
Dear Thought Pocket.
Yes, yo. I tried to have a song on there like a Meet the Parents where the whole shit is a story.
And you
like
did something like living single too. So I like the themes.
Oh.
I like that. I get it. See, the people don't really be paying attention. They just be skimming through stuff.
Nah, I think I just need more exposure. So I appreciate people like you that allow me to come out and do stuff like this.
Yeah, maybe we do a mixtape or something. But I don't. Yo. All right, I just had a moment. I'm gonna let you tell the people who is your next shows, how they can follow on social media,
if you
how they can
for
get you
me,
and stuff like that.
It's one word spelled exactly how it sounds. She Real Talk, She Real Talk. That's my YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything rolled into one. SheRealTalk.com. You know what I'm saying?
She one of the hardest out right now. I think I'm gonna stamp that. I gotta get you on my IG. I think she's one of the hardest out right now. So make sure y'all stay locked for my next special guest. I'll be right back. It's your boy DJ Waffles on the check-in. Hey, wow.
It's muted, so but you're still on camera, so okay. I mean, just like dap up.
All right. Right. Usually go to commercials and all this good stuff right here. So
But walk out the
shot. All right, I'm gonna get my bag. Don't play. Sorry.
You're fine. Oh, Trey, nice to meet you. You're a great artist.
Thank you very much.
she hardly having these things out here right now.
Is your other guest in? Is your other guest in?
Yeah, he's upstairs. Can y'all do me a favor? Can y'all take a picture of us real quick? My video out from in Houston right now.
Can we take a picture?
We can do it right here. Oh, we gotta watch out for the camera to take the picture.
Oh.
All right, you no, she gonna put her hand around the corner like, yo, I got you.
Work, because I got. Y'all want your feet included? That's how.
No, that's fine. We good. As long as we get the hip up.
I'm sorry. Can you take? Thank you so much.
Trey, can we you send me the swipe up so I can send it?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
I was just taking pictures while she was in.
Okay.
We good?
I'm just getting a lot.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you.